The big question for today is, should I get the regular Fat Grips or Fat Grips Extremes? Now, I understand that there may be another model of Fat Grips out there. If that's correct, I apologize for not having it. But these are the two that I have, and these are the two that I most often get questions about. So, this is how I approach this question, alright? It really depends on what your goals are. So if you are just a regular trainee, whether interested in building muscle and strength and increasing your fitness and all that stuff, then in most cases I'm only going to recommend the regular Fat Grips, the originals that are blue. If you are a grip enthusiast and you're looking for an even bigger challenge, then I'm going to recommend that you go ahead and get the Fat Grips Extremes, or maybe even both of them. So, why is that? Well, first off, the regulars are about 2 inches in diameter. So I'm going to verify that right now because it has been a while since I actually tested them. And it looks like all closed up like this, they are 2.25 inches or so. Okay, and there's a little gap there. So you're looking at about 2.25 inches, a little bit larger than 2 inches. That is a very manageable size. Most people will not have trouble hanging on to this device because of that size. Men, women, like teenagers, this should be pretty comfortable for most people. However, when you bump up to a Fat Grips Extreme, you're looking at a much bigger diameter. And as I measure here, we're looking at, this is 2.6, so it's over 2.5 inches. And about the more or less half-inch increase there, that can become somewhat uncomfortable for some people and cause strain, especially for the thumb joint, which is a very annoying type of injury to have. And I would recommend that you do everything so that you don't end up straining your thumb joint. So if you've got small hands, or if you're not a tried and true grip enthusiast looking to do all kinds of crazy feats of strength related to hand strength, then you probably don't need these. But if you are a grip enthusiast and you're looking to do things like lift circus bells, lift the Thomas Inch replica, dumbbell, and rolling thunder style training, wrist wrench, things along those lines, then this is probably something that you would want to add into your training repertoire because they're very versatile. They'll snap onto any barbell, any dumbbell, both of them are, and you can pretty much turn anything that you're working on into a fairly specifically sized implement that you can train your hands with for the feat that you're interested in. Alright? That's about it. Either way, you're looking at something that's called open hand training because even with my big hands, I can't get a lock, well, just barely I can touch around the Fat Grips. And I want to measure that one more time because I think maybe that was popped open a little bit. Yeah, even when I close it all the way down, it's 2.2, 2.22, 2.23, so it's about 2.25 inches. That's what it comes down to, guys. I think there's a common misunderstanding out there that if you want to get your hands stronger, then you got to buy the biggest implements that you can find because the bigger the better. And that's not necessarily the case. Sure, a larger implement is going to make your hands work stronger and in a different way, so you will develop strength in a different way. But the thing is, it really is all about your goals. If your goal is pulling a bigger deadlift all the way to lockout without dropping it, then probably neither of these is necessary for you. Instead, you would want to work specifically on your deadlift grip. So, think about it along those lines. Does this match my goals? Do I want to work my hands and my forearms in a little bit different way, but I don't need to go overboard with it? Then Fat Grips standard size is probably good enough for you. If you're looking to go beyond that, do feats of strength, lift circus bells, Thomas Inch replica, things like that, there you go. Get the extremes, and you might even want to get both of them. If you're interested in getting fat grips, look in the description box below. I'll put a link up where you can get them. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to leave a comment below. Look forward to it. And if you have a second, hit the like button. That'll help me out big time. Thanks a lot, everybody. All the best in your training. Take care.